Military romance scams are industrialized operations. These networks exploit the uniform to bypass natural skepticism, using a deployed soldier's persona to build immediate trust. Over the next 5 minutes, we will walk through a systematic 3-step background check designed to test the authenticity of any military profile. To begin, you will need the specific data points provided by the contact. Save their profile photos and note their claimed name, rank, and unit designation. Questioning a person in uniform can feel disrespectful. However, treating this verification as a mandatory protocol is the only way to protect your emotional and financial security from fraud. We start with the profile audit. Scammers rely on a consistent formula because it works across thousands of victims. These are the structural red flags that appear in the majority of fake military personas. The first sign is a very high rank relative to the person's age. Seeing 4 stars on the shoulders of a man who looks under 50 is a major discrepancy, as a general's rank typically requires over 25 years of service. Second is the widower with a child narrative. This is a sympathy trap used to explain why they are searching for love online and to establish a future excuse for requesting emergency medical funds. Look at the photos themselves. Fake profiles typically rely on formal, studio-quality portraits stolen from an actual soldier's public social media. Real soldiers have digital histories that include candid, off-duty moments, like this group gathered around a grill. A profile that lacks any messy, everyday photos is a constructed identity. Finally, watch for behavioral shifts. Scammers will push to move the chat to WhatsApp immediately and may eventually ask for gift cards to pay for non-existent military leave fees. If your contact exhibits 3 or more of these traits, the risk of fraud is high enough to warrant immediate technical verification. Step 2 is the photo check. Relying on a single search engine often produces false negatives, so we use a multi-engine approach to find where these images actually originated. Save the profile photos and drag them into Google Images, TinEye, and Yandex. Examine the results for conflicting names. If the same face appears under different identities across the internet, the profile you are talking to is using a stolen image set. Keep in mind that some sophisticated scammers now use AI-generated faces or obscure photos that won't return any search hits at all. Because a clean search result doesn't guarantee a real identity, you must proceed to an official record check. Step 3 utilizes the military's own bureaucracy. While many details of a soldier's life are private, their basic status as an active duty member of a specific unit is verifiable. You can call the U.S. Army Human Resources Command at 1-888-276-9472. Ask to verify the name, rank, and unit designation provided by your contact. You should also request an email from their official .mil address. All legitimate U.S. soldiers have access to an official military email domain. The final test is the unscheduled video call. Demand a live, face-to-face conversation at a time you specify, with no advance notice. Scammers often claim that deployments prevent video calls. However, real soldiers in modern conflict zones generally have the means to accommodate a brief video chat. If they repeatedly refuse to show their face on camera, the identity is fabricated. You have now audited the profile patterns, cross-referenced the imagery, and checked the official records. If a profile fails these tests, you must stop all communication. Block the user, report the account to the platform, and never send money or personal information. If the profile passed the basic checks, but your intuition still flags behavioral red flags, you can commission a professional identity verification. Professional investigators can access deeper unit rosters and international databases to confirm if a specific name and background story exist in official public or military records. Identifying these inconsistencies is how you expose the fraud. By following this framework, you can verify the person behind the uniform and protect your security.